In our previous video, we saw that how we can create stack navigator. In this video, we will be creating a bottom tab navigator. It is also part of the React navigation library. So first of all, create a React Native project in Expo and open it on Visual Studio Code. I already opened the iOS simulator, but if you are working on a Windows or Linux machine, you can also use the Android emulator. It works fine with both the platforms. So first of all, you need to go to the React navigation, this website, and we have some prerequisite before start with the navigation. First of all, you need to install the React navigation library. You can do it either with npm or with yarn. If you already done while doing the stack navigator, then you don't need to do this. And second, you need to install dependencies for Expo manage project. So just copy this and open your terminal in Visual Studio Code and just paste it over here and run the command. Okay, so now if you already installed the dependency, then you need to go to the API reference, the navigators, and in navigators bottom tabs. In this bottom tab, you need to install the bottom tab library. You can do it with npm or yarn. Just copy this command and run it over the terminal in Visual Studio Code, and then you are good to go. So let me just start the server. Let me just close this one. Okay, let me start the iOS. Okay, so our app is started. Now first of all, to create a bottom tab, we need to create the separate screens that we are showing on these tabs, individual tabs. So let me just create 3 different screen. First of all, let me create a home screen. Here, first of all, import React from React. Then we need to import the view component as well as the text component from React Native. Now export default function home screen, and we simply return a view component with a text in it. This is the home screen. Let me just save this. Okay, let me just create another component. Let us call user screen. We can copy this much. You can also use the React Native snippet. User screen. This is the user screen. Let me just save this. Let me create another. Let's say product screen. Let me use the React Native snippet. React Native functional expo with style sheet. This is the product screen. Let me just save this. So we have three different screens. Now let us create a component which will be bottom tab. React Native functional expo with style sheet. Okay, so now we create bottom tab navigator. First of all, we need to import create bottom tab navigator from React navigation / bottom tabs. Const tab, this will be our bottom tab. Create bottom tab navigator. Here we replace this with tab dot navigator. Here we specify all the screen that we want to display as a tab bar. So first of all, tab dot screen. The name of the component will be, let's say, home. The component that we want to display is home screen. Okay, let me just copy this much. Okay, so the second that we have created is user screen. The third we have created is product and product screen. Let me just save this. We have successfully created a bottom tab navigator. Now let's close the other tabs except this app.js. Now we can display our bottom tab over here. First of all, you need to import navigation container from React navigation / native. Over here, navigation container. Here we can display our bottom tab. Now let me just save this. As you can see, we have successfully created our bottom tab bar. The first one is home screen. This is the home screen. The second one is user screen. This is the user screen. And the third one is the product screen. Don't worry about this question mark because we have not customized it with tab bar icon yet. You can also customize this whole bottom tab, apply styles to this icon, these labels. If you don't want to display them, you can also disable the labels. We will see the stylings props in our next video. So basically this is how you can create bottom tab bar. You can add multiple bottom tab bar, multiple screen to the bottom tab bar. Let me just Let me just copy this and paste it over here. We need to change the name. Let's say category. Here let me say info. Let me just save this. As you can see, now we have 5 tabs in our bottom tab bar. So this is how we can create bottom tab bar navigation. Thanks for watching it.